and I'm hoping that Freddie at Bobcat, I'm hoping that your technical issues resolve themselves, but the dance moves that you were just doing, along with the delay, was it really looked amazing, Fred.
What is up with our technical issues?
I don't know. I'm going to blame you though, because it makes me feel better. So, man, Fred, why is your computer messing up?
Well, Friday it was you, if you remember. And now you look like you're talking. You know how the movie runs faster and the voices are slower, or vice versa. That's what's happening on my end right now.
Wow,
let's
go, baby! Good morning, Antarctic Mike. Great to have you here. Happy good Monday morning to Mr. Russ Hammond. And look at here, Paul Pappy. Let's get it. We'll see you Wednesday, Paul. Good morning from San Diego. Hey, we're going to have a great week. I think the technical issues are going to resolve themselves as Fred gets warmed up. I haven't had a cup of coffee. Can we have a little toast to a great week, Fred Blanton?
Yeah, do it.
Hey, I need you to do it. I'm passing you the ball. You ain't got nothing for me this morning?
Why didn't you fix your hair today?
It's a little tall. Let's go, brother. Come on.
Hey, to a good week. Wednesday's a big day, people.
Let's get it.
GIT, let's get it, son.
Yes, sir. Hey, I do want to talk about a couple of things. This weekend, you did something that I think that's really important for all of us to do. And here it is right here. Put your hands in the dirt.
I did.
Why do you think it's important to get out in nature, put your hands in the dirt, be productive? I know that's what you were doing this weekend.
You don't want to forget what it feels like to go to work. And by work, I mean like a lot of people do every day, outside, in the dirt, in the grass, in the trees, making things happen. God, it's a good feeling.
It is a good feeling. And I noticed you did have, it wasn't like it was all no pain, no gain. Looked like you maybe did a little work there, put your hands in the dirt, got a little sweaty. Then you had this nice view of the mountains. Looked like you were up on a top big hill. There wasn't anybody around. I was a little jealous at that point. Now, at the beginning, the first video, it looked like work. I wasn't real jealous. The second video, I was jealous of that.
Yeah. You know, I knew I was going to be out there by myself, so it crossed my mind to call you and see if you wanted to come up there and actually do some work. And then I remembered, well, the only clothes he has is a blue blazer and white shoes. There's no way he's coming up here to work.
Oh, come on now. You know, as a matter of fact, I said, you know what? If Freddie would have called me, I would have loved to got up there and done that sort of thing. I love it. Mint green is Freddie's color.
You just open the door.
Oh, yeah. Hey, he's got a lot of good colors there. Good morning, Vicki Watts. Great to have you here. We'll be seeing you on Wednesday as well. Let's see what Paul Pappy said here. He said, desk jobs afford us the spoiled luxury of denying dirty work. I love grabbing a broom and making something dirty clean. I love packing boxes and delivering to customers. Just not all the time. Can't do it all the time, but man, it does. It's a different type of sense of accomplishment when we do something like that, isn't it?
Yeah. It felt good to take that property and clean it back up in a few hours and make it useful.
Absolutely. Something that I was thinking about while Freddie was working this weekend was this right here. As AI comes in and really shows us all what intelligence really looks like, action over IQ. Action over IQ. What I mean by that is the person, the team, the company that is making the calls, doing the things, or as I like to say sometime, snapping the ball, right? Running the play.
And
This,
you like to say it?
what's that?
How do you like to say it?
Snap the ball.
Snapping the ball.
Snapping the ball. Exactly. Snapping the ball. What I mean by that's old Johnny Manziel. You remember Johnny Football?
I do.
He may not have had the play worked out just right. He was almost better when the play would break down. But the thing that this came to my mind, it really comes from if action is greater than IQ, there's a couple of different ways that we can get to that action part. I love what Mel Robbins said. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going. Right? We see somebody we need to talk to. We see a place that we need to go into. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Commit. All right. We can say burn the ships mentality. We've got something on the calendar. Hey, Wednesday of next week. We're not sure exactly what's going to happen, but we've committed. We're going to snap the ball. We've burned the ships. We're jumping out of the plane. I wanted to talk about that because, again, action is greater than IQ. And you and me and everybody that's out there, we've all got these ideas of things that we want to do, things that we should do. And there's just a couple of different ways of getting there. Sometimes it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Sometimes it's committing to something that's out in the future, and we've just got to burn the ships mentality. And other times we just have to snap the ball. We don't have a play that's ready. We don't know exactly how things are going to go. But hey, after our meeting on Wednesday, the only thing that I know for sure is on Thursday morning, live at 7:55, you're going to be over there. You're going to be doing a little dance. You might take a few jabs at the average dude, but we're going to keep doing it.
Well, Coach Burt always says, when in doubt, take an action. Sitting idle will not produce anything.
When in doubt, take an action. I like that. When in doubt, take an action. Sitting still is not going to do a thing. IQ has to do with providing a solution to a problem quickly. Action has everything to do with the implementation of said solution. Oh, here we go, Larry. Larry said, we're going to find out.
and that's what he lives by, isn't it?
It is. He moved to the South. He takes on businesses. Hey, we're going to start it again. We're going to find out. What is it like doing business in the South? I don't know until I snap the ball. So we're going through the Energy Bus rules. We're going to be on rule number 10 on Tuesday, but today is rule 9, and then we're going to finish it off on Wednesday. We'll do a review before our big event. How about that?
Let's do it.
Rule 9, drive with purpose. And I've been talking a lot. I'm going to give it to Freddie Blanton and let him say something about purpose. What comes to mind when you say drive with purpose, Fred Blanton?
Well, I kind of place it into my daily life. You see a lot of people who are moving slow, like they're not trying to get anywhere. They're not trying to do anything. They may not have a purpose. But when I wake up, I have set out for a purpose to do as much as I can, to get as much as I can done, to be productive because I've committed to something. I've burned the ships. And you want to do it with purpose towards a goal, towards a solution. I can't stand being around people who just aimlessly wander with zero purpose.
Zero purpose. And when I first started my personal development journey, that was 10 years ago, November the 11th, 2014. I know the date. I remember the date. It's been 10 years, folks. And one of the things that they kept talking about is purpose. What's your big purpose? What's your big purpose? And it started kind of making me scared. I don't know what my purpose is. And then you hear other people talking about, oh no, my purpose is to help others find their purpose. And that didn't feel right to me, right? I can understand that I like to inspire people and lift people up, but through the years, I said, man, I don't have this big purpose, this big meaning. And it started to kind of bother me a little bit. And then I realized Purpose doesn't need to be big. What you just said, what's my purpose today? I want to be productive today. I want to get things done
today.
So what if creating purpose and designing meaning is in the moment? I mean, that's what we have is today. We've got this show right now, and the purpose today is to get our mind right in the show, to talk about these things so that we have energy. And then what are we going to do? Well, we got a new moment. We got new meaning. We got a new day. We can get as granular as we want to with that purpose. By taking action, we start designing meaning in the moment. As your day went, you were up there working yesterday, out in nature. You see other things, probably had some thoughts, thought about work, thought about family, thought about plans. But my point is, you're getting something done. You're being productive, but you're also your mind wasn't up there just not thinking about anything, was it, Fred?
No, that's the beautiful thing about it. You when you do stuff like that, you have time to actually think. Nobody's in your face. Nobody's in your space. You got time to process and have ideas for the upcoming week.
That's right. Ideas about the upcoming week. Vicky said, just snap the ball. And I want to talk about that particular one because when you're planning podcasts and things like me and Fred do, Fred and I, very rarely do we have a play. It's backyard football, right, Fred?
Exactly. Anytime you do anything, well, not anything, but Danny Allison loves to be creative. Let me just put it that way.
Love to be creative, and I don't like doing that. I like Johnny Manziel's way of playing football, right? I like what is he doing? He's doing what comes naturally. And I think as the world gets more and more bogged down with all the facades and all the AI and everything's looking the same and everybody's saying the same, man, it's the action. We what she says there, just snap the ball. On Friday, we had facility management focus, masterminds of construction. Some of the folks will be there. We had a nice little discussion, but it was falling apart, Fred. A lot of the folks that were going to come weren't able to come. And I started looking at it. I was like, man, we've only got 3 or 4 people, and all the main people, I don't even know what we're going to talk about. I didn't know what we were going to talk about. But I had done something already. I had committed to those people that were going to be on there. I had already posted it on LinkedIn, so I knew I did not have a chance. I was going to have to snap the ball.
Well, what's beautiful about that is when you put yourself in that situation, all right, everybody knows this is going to happen. Nobody knows what's happening behind the scenes. You're the guy who has to snap it. You're the coach. You're the offensive coordinator. You're the quarterback. You have to line it all up. And then at some point, everybody else joins, and they may not even realize all the stuff that happened to get to that point.
That's it. And I talked to some of the folks that were on that particular program after, and some of them knew the situation, but to your point, some of them didn't. It didn't really matter, though, because from doing this with you every single day, from doing different things in the personal development journey, the mindset action, right? This will be the differentiator, our mindset and the actions that we take. Everybody's going to have access to the same knowledge. Everybody knows the things that we're supposed to do. It's the doing, Fred Blanton. It's the doing.
It's the action.
It's the action. It's the action. We get a strong why, like Paul Pappy says, whether that's for our family, for God, for both, whatever it is that really gets the coal in the engine. It's good to visit those places sometimes, remind ourselves of why we're doing anything, and take action. Fred Blanton, final thought on this Monday to get us started.
Get granular today. When everybody else has the Monday blues, get granular on your purpose. If you have to, take it hour to hour, but it will help you dominate a Monday.
Win the day. I love it, Fred Blanton. See y'all tomorrow. Let's roll.